Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 16, Highway to Heaven. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate Friday's episode of Love After Lockup, I would rate it a C. Okay, it was just all right. So let's get into it, shall we? Yes, we shall. So the first couple that I want to talk about is Tyrese and this new woman that he's dating. Of course, we all know that Shanda decided that she did not want to be with Tyrese anymore, right? And so Tyrese had to, go off and find him someone else. This young lady that he is mad. He tells her that she has beautiful eyes. They meet at a diner. I don't know who paid for it, but we can only guess, right? And so the two, excuse my shirt. So the two of them are, talking about Shanda, and he seems a little bitter about it. He sat at the table and indicated that, people play games and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, whatever. So, he seems a little bitter about the situation. But he has another woman who was a jailmate or a prison pal. And so he kind of makes a joke about, him being only being able to date these jail women. Whatever. The next couple that I want to talk about is Maurice and child, what is the child's name? Maurice and Jessica. Okay, of course, as we all know, he, hit her father up $4,000 to buy a wedding ring for her. And now he is in Vegas and they are looking at wedding chapels in order to have a ceremony. They indicated that, when he was in prison, that they signed a sheet of paper and they was like, well, you married, you can have your conjugal visits. Okay, okay. And so they, have their time at the chapel, and they're looking at different rooms, and one of them is, like a traditional wedding set up with the candelabras and all of that kind of stuff. And the next one is one that, looks like a forest, and you can flick a light on and get, daylight, dawn, afternoon, evening, midnight hour, okay? And they decided this is the perfect place for them to get married. Maurice indicates that when his friends come and his friends and family come, that they straight hood. And he's hoping that her family will be able to deal with the hood. If she could deal with the hood out of you, she could deal with the hood out of them. But anyway, I digress. And so Maurice, he takes this opportunity to propose to her. He did indeed take the money. We don't know how much, but he did indeed take the money that he got from her father, and he brought her an engagement ring, and she was shocked and flabbergasted and all of that kind of stuff. And she was very, very happy that, he proposed to her and that they're going to get married. She says she hoped that he did not commit a crime in order to get the ring for her. And I'm just like, boo, that has got to be a sad ass existence. Anytime you are dating somebody and you don't know whether or not they committed a crime in order to buy you something, damn ridiculous. But anyway, we move on to the next one. The next one I want to talk about is Sean and Destiny. As we all know, Sean was worried, that Jessica would not show up at the courthouse, to face charges for escaping from prison. And she shows up with her mom and her sister and her homegirl and everybody else in tow. And they were told by their attorney that these charges were going to be dropped, and that, I guess it would just be, basically time served or whatever. Little do we know, we see the two of them coming out of the jail, and Destiny is just, just devastated. what happened was they did indeed decide that they were going to throw the charges out, but they said, oop, we're going to pick them right back up again. And so, of course, Sean is standing there. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know what to do. He's never been in a situation like this. And Destiny is devastated because she feels like they need to give her an opportunity for her to show that she is not a career criminal, and that she will not escape again, and that she is on the straight road. Okay, I'm gonna try to be nice. That they will see her to be on the straight road, and I'm just like, she says that she's been doing good, and she wonders why she is, because it's damn if she do and damn if she don't. And I'm saying to myself, you know what, continue to be a productive person in our society. But of course, we know Destiny isn't going to do that, because Destiny is already striking the man and doing all kinds of stuff, right? And so Sean, she's saying that she's probably going to do 7 years. She doesn't know yet. There'll be a hearing real soon. And Sean is, like, she's like, I know you're not going to wait for me. And he's like, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I wait for you? She says this is not La La Land, that this is serious. He's hoping that things are going to get better, and that, she's not going to have to do the time that she feels like she's going to have to do. And she's like, this isn't La La Land, mofo. Okay, this is real life, and this is, something that I'm going to have to probably face. And I'm just like, okay. The next couple that I want to talk about is John and Christiana. John indicates that he had just got the mother and the sister moved in, and then he had to ride out and to go and get Christiana. As we all know, he got a telephone call from the halfway house indicating that she was basically an escapee and was no longer in the center. And so, of course, he waited for her to call. She called, and he is now picking her up. I don't know how far away it was, because when he got her, it was morning time. I mean, dark. And now when he's coming up and pulling up at the house, it's morning time. Like, what happened all between those hours, right? Anyway, so, she gets out of the car. They rush into the house. She wants to take a shower. The mother and the sister, are happy to see her. But the mother was like, look, I can't take it anymore. There's not but so much more of this that I can take. The mother understands that, she is relapsed. And she's like, you've got to prove that you're not a career criminal. Their intent and their hope is that she turns herself back in. She says that she has never done that. And but John appears to have a problem with her turning herself back in. He, hasn't been able to get the nookie or the cookie. And so, he really is being selfish in this. Now, last week when I was out here doing my Love After Lockup review, that mofo had the nerve to be in my comment section, as AKA Bonnie and Clyde, trying to, tell people in my comments that I wasn't telling the truth. Ugh, excuse me, y'all. Why the hell am I yawning? Okay. This mofo was up in my comment section, okay? So, he got the blockity block, because, we was thinking, okay, this wasn't a real mofo. Well, lo and behold, I go back and I do a little bit of research, and it was him in my comment section. Now, this bitch says that he's an ex-convict on this episode, right? And, he spent some time in jail and all of that kind of stuff. So what the hell is his problem with Auntie? Bitch, don't come over here with the okie dokie and thinking that, you're going to change my mind or change what you said on the... I heard what the hell you said on there. Now all of y'all sitting around wondering that y'all going to be, harboring a fugitive. Well, bitch, yes, you are harboring a fugitive, because when you picked her up, you were supposed to turn her in then, okay? So not only were you a convict, in my opinion, you're still doing the same thing. To me, in my opinion, you are an enabler. You are not somebody who has helped this woman, okay? By your own admission, you were leaving money on the side of the road. The mother and them told you that this wasn't a good idea. They have a program for them to make a certain amount of money so that they can help them. She gets around, the same people, same stuff. And you are, in my opinion, enabling her and giving her money, okay, that is going to cause her to have money for the habit that she used to have. Now, I'm not saying that somebody ain't going to spot her a freebie. But look at what happened under your supervision. I'm just saying, my brother, check your stuff out. Check you out before you come to try to check me out. That's what you do for me. Now you want to be around there throwing stuff and slamming stuff all around the world. Okay, don't get mad at me, my friend. Check yourself. Okay? Now, these are only my opinions, and I'm entitled to them, just like everybody else. You got a problem with it, email me at aunties2cents@gmail.com, and we can have at it live on this camera. Okay? That's what we can do. All right? So I tell you what, Clyde, sit your ass down. Okay, before I make change out you. Anyway, so the next couple that I want to talk about is Quail and Dumbtail. Let me tell you, if this girl isn't the stupidest person that I've ever seen, well, no, it's been so many dumb ones out here. He decides that he's going to go to Houston, right? Because this is where his family is. They're in Texas, and they want him to come and be with them in Texas. He gets a one-way ticket, and he decides that this is where he's going to go because he says that he's made promises to not only her, but to his family as well. Well, then, when he gets up in the morning, he's packing, and his Uber is coming to pick him up to take him to the airport. He wakes her up and was like, I'm going. And so, now she's using that guilt trip with I held it down for you for 2 years and now you leaving me and the baby. Having these grown conversations in front of this little child for me is just absolutely inappropriate and detrimental to the little girl. This little girl has not been abandoned by him, okay? He is going out there to be with his family. Why she would take it to a whole different level, I don't know. To me, it's a way of trying to control this young man. He said that, he needed to be in Texas. He needed to relieve his mind and all of that kind of stuff, because it just got heavy for him and it was a lot. And that is a lot of responsibility. He did not think about that. He didn't count up the cost for that when he was in prison. And a lot of prisoners don't do that. They think they're going to get out and it's just going to be, I'm having a party. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that. And so reality is set in and he's decided that he's going to go home. Now, see, I'm going to speak with a forked tongue, okay? So you can get mad at me all you want to, because I didn't appreciate the fact that the mothers in them disrespect the mother and the sister disregarded everything that she did. Because she really did try to hold it down for him. But he says that his family, served time just like he did. And I'm thinking to myself, was they the ones putting money on your books? Was they the ones coming to see you? We meet his baby sister, right? When he gets to Texas and everything, his mother runs up, jumps up in his arms and all that kind of stuff. And she's happy that he's there. She's like, you need to let your hair down. There's a lot of opportunities. You need to date. He doesn't need to date anybody. He needs to get himself together. The sister comes out. He hasn't seen the sister in years. He don't even recognize her. So how the hell you say your family served time with you and your family held it down when you know what? Just a total disregard for what the girl did do. No, she does not own him. Okay, you do what you do because you love somebody, but you don't give, an account where they have to pay you back, because when will he ever be able to pay her back? And she has to allow him to be free at the same time, even though she held it down. There has to be a reality, okay, that 9 times out of 10, when this prisoner gets out, we're not going to be together and we're not going to be happy. They're going to come out and sniff and sniff and sip, everything that they've missed all this time. They're going to go out there and they want to live that champagne life. Like, seriously. And you have to be realistic and understand that this person said all of this stuff really under the rocks, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You felt like you had to say that. You felt like that was your dreams because you was basically working off of imagination and jail fumes. But when you get out, life becomes different. The possibilities of it all. But one thing that I liked about Quail is that he was like, I'm in a relationship with her, point blank and period. And I'm not here for this. I'm here to enjoy myself, to let my head down. But at the end of the day, I am in a committed relationship. I thought that was cool. The sister wants to hook him up with her girlfriends. For what? I got some girlfriends that are doing good, But why would they want to be hooked up with him if your girlfriends are doing good? Like, I don't understand it. And the mother takes him to the barber shop and she tells him she wants him to meet her friend. And he gives him some advice about how to get into business. And he's like, this is not my forte. This is not a dream of mine. My dream is to do music. So the mother needs to take time to get reacquainted with her son, so that she knows what he's interested in. And I know that well, in my opinion, I believe she has his best interest at heart. But it's a selfish way of having his best interest at heart. Okay, she wants him to be what she wants him to be. She wants him to redeem the time, but sometimes you can't get back. You can only move forward from where he currently is. I don't really want to, keep talking about him because I got a whole lot of stuff that I could say about that relationship. And maybe I will in our nonstop November, okay? Because I'm going to try this boot, okay? I'm going to try. So the last person that I want to talk about is Destiny and Dylan. He is miserable. We see him get up in the morning. He is supposed to be going to get his driver's license because that is one of the requirements of him being on parole or probation or whatever you want to call it. And she is in the mirror, getting herself ready, shaving, doing all that kind of stuff, knowing that this man has an appointment. I really think that Heather has a serious problem. I don't know what that problem is, but in my opinion, Heather got a serious problem. Like, she's up, she's down, she's level to the ground, and she's taking everybody with her on this ride. Bitch, I would have to get off that roller coaster. There's no way I can do it. Anyway, by the time they get to motor vehicles, because she took so long getting ready, they are not taking any more appointments for the day. There are no more tests, no more driver's tests, no more application, nothing. And so he makes a comment and say because of the makeup, and she flicks completely off. She does not want to take responsibility for the fact that this man is late. If you are his ride and his only ride, you have to take responsibility for him being either on time or him being late. She had already said that she knew that it was going to, that they had a cutoff period. So what she should have did was try to make sure that she was there on time. She goes off with the cameraman. She tells him, you go hit on the record and do what you want to do. I'm going to go sit in the car. She wants him in the car. She doesn't want him in the car. She wants the mic off of him. She doesn't want to do the show anymore. I don't know what it is that they have to go through behind the scenes, the stuff that we don't see. But I'm going to tell you, whatever it has flicked this girl out. She is driving and using that car like, I just... Like, this is unbelievable to me, the way that this girl is. And he is sticking with her. If I was him, I would get in the car with the producers and take my losses and go home and try to change my parole location where I'm paroling. Like, it got to be somebody else. Put me in Aunt Diane's custody, okay? Let me take care of her. Because at this point, this girl is going to cause him more damage than she is good. She's not a good person. He's like, either we gonna get in a car wreck or I'm gonna go back to jail. His first day home from jail has been the day from hell. It really is. And thus, highway to hell. That's what this whole title of this episode was based on. This mofo is in a living hell with this girl. And I'm really trying to keep it nice because I want to keep it nice and polite on this channel for a change. But I'm telling you right now, honey, nonstop November, I'm going to be talking about that freaky deek. And you better trust and believe it's going to be on Auntie's Advice channel for women. So if you are not already subscribed over there, you need to, because we're going to go in for nonstop November. That is the conclusion of my review of Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 16, Highway to Hell. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button when you get the chance. And like and subscribe. I'll talk to you all soon. Love you.